Of all the hopeful faces that gather under the watchful eyes of the antiques roadshow experts, few expect to walk away with the story that transcends mere monetary value. They come with dusty paintings from the attic, forgotten jewelry from a grandmother's box, and the quiet, flickering hope that their piece of the past holds a secret fortune. But for one guest in the historic heart of Edinburgh, the story she brought was not just about an object, but about the very soul of the Scottish Highlands, culminating in a valuation that left her breathless and a decision that touched everyone's heart. It began as these things often do, with a collection of items laid carefully upon a table. To the untrained eye, it was an impressive but perhaps confusing assortment of leather, silver, and horsehair. But to expert Gordon Foster, it was a time capsule. He was looking at a complete set of a Highland chieftain's full-dress regalia, a breathtakingly rare sight. The guest, standing beside her husband, began to unravel a tale that was pure Highland romance and drama. "My great-grandfather," she explained, her voice filled with a quiet pride, "purchased all of these items back in the 1920s. There was a pause, a moment of reverence for the man she never knew, but whose legacy was now before them. The MacDonnell clan," she continued, "they were running out of money. To keep it all in the clan and in the name, he decided to purchase them. It was an act of incredible foresight and cultural preservation. Imagine the scene. A clan, one of the most storied in Scotland, facing financial ruin. Their history, their identity, embodied in these magnificent pieces, was about to be scattered to the winds. And one man, her great-grandfather, stepped in. He didn't just buy antiques, he bought a piece of his heritage, safeguarding it for future generations." Gordon Foster listened, his expert eyes already piecing together the history locked within the silver and leather. "It's the MacDonnell," he confirmed, his excitement palpable. "Specifically the clan chief, MacDonnell of Glengarry. Their family seat was Invergarry Castle, right in the heart of Highland Scotland, nestled in the great glen between Inverness and Fort William. But this wasn't just any clan chief. This was a man who was a legend in his own time. He was quite a character, to say the least," Gordon chuckled, painting a vivid picture of a man who lived and breathed the romantic ideal of a Highland leader. By all reports, he had a very lavish lifestyle. He had his own personal bagpiper to announce his presence, his own Gaelic poet to write verses celebrating his deeds. He truly embodied the romanticized idea of a clan chief. This larger-than-life figure was so captivating that he even befriended the literary giant of the age, Sir Walter Scott. Scott was so taken with MacDonnell's flamboyant personality and fierce pride that he reportedly based the character of Fergus Mac Ivor in his seminal novel, Waverley, on his charismatic friend. The very regalia on the table wasn't just ceremonial dress. It was the costume of a character who had walked from the pages of history and into the pages of fiction. Knowing that he died around 1822, Gordon mused, gently handling one of the pieces. That's about the time this would have been made. The collection was a treasure trove of Highland artistry. There was a magnificent sporran and belt, crafted with shimmering black and white horsehair that seemed to dance in the light. A powder horn and belt spoke of a time of conflict and adventure. The centerpiece, a dirk, rested in its sheath, accompanied by a small, exquisitely detailed knife and fork, a gentleman's accessory for a warrior chief. Gordon explained that another, smaller knife, the iconic Sjan Dove, would have been tucked into the stocking, always ready. The final piece was a stunning plaid brooch, a heavy, intricate piece of silver work designed to fasten the great tartan plaid at the shoulder. And on every single piece, a unifying symbol, a mark of identity and power. The clan crest, a raven, etched into the silver, watching silently over the centuries. The connection to the past felt so real, you could almost hear the pipes echoing through the glen. The male guest, with a charming grin, shared a more recent chapter in the regalia's story. "I actually wore the sporran once," he admitted, to a Scottish Austin 7 Club dinner. The image of this ancient, powerful object at a vintage car club dinner was a delightful collision of worlds. People were fascinated by it, he added. Gordon's admiration was clear. His hands hovered over the collection, a look of pure awe on his face. "It's a magnificent, magnificent group of things," he declared, his voice full of professional reverence. "I'd absolutely love it. And I think in my time I've only ever seen one or two complete sets. It is a rare, rare thing. This was the moment. The history had been told, the pieces examined.